how to manage, how to monitor use of mask, I already told. What if the baby has fever? Yes, now this is the question. What if the baby has fever? Moment there is fever, everyone is getting scared nowadays. Now why they are getting scared is because fever is the one of the most commonest symptom of COVID. Now so remember one thing, it's rainy season and fever is going to be the commonest thing. So first, if there is fever, do not get scared, stay calm. Okay, that is number one. Number two, check the baby's temperature in the armpit. Do not do it in the mouth. I'll tell you that reason also later on. Okay, in the armpit. And when you are checking the temperature for babies, always see that you place the baby's thermometer from backside. Okay, just 1 minute. So if this is the thermometer, do not place it this way in kids under the clothes. Okay, now I'm wearing full sleeve, so I'm holding it outside my clothes. So do not place it this way under the under the arm, but rather you are going to place it the other way around. So you are going to place it this way so that the child in no ways reaches out at this thermometer. Otherwise, when you hold it this way, they just hold it and throw it out. So you put it the other way around this way. Okay, so that the child doesn't reach, and keep it till it beeps. Once it beeps, you're going to read that and monitor the temperature that way. Okay, so first thing is check the temperature. If it is above 100°F, then yes, your baby has temperature. In that case, monitor it for one whole day, every 6 hours. And if you are in connect with your doctor, prefer a teleconsultation at this time. Okay, because you are going to save your entire family from going out, and you are going to save the other people who are waiting for the doctor in his clinic also. Otherwise there will be spreading of infection. Prefer a teleconsultation over a physical consultation. Your doctor should be able to help you out with the teleconsultation. Okay, ask him, request him for a teleconsult. So that is number one, because most of these fevers will come down in 1 to 2 days. Depending upon the history, your doctor will tell you to go ahead with the antigen test or the RT-PCR test. Now Mesha has asked me again one question. One more doubt, doctor. Some say as he has gone for late test, that also antigen test, that's the reason it turned out negative. Yes, that could be the reason. RT-PCR would have been the best. Okay, so I am a bit confused whether he was really infected or not. So best is complete your 17 days. Hold on to your emotions for another 2 days. I think you're going to complete the 17 days there. Ankit Jain has asked, ma'am, if mother and father both have some symptoms and no one else is there to take care of kids, what can be done? Yes, now here the mother, father and the children are going to stay together. The mother and father are going to wear the mask as much as possible, and here you can divide the duty. Like, maybe you look after the babies when for 4 hours or 3 hours. After that, the mother looks after the baby. So only one person is wearing the mask when you are in close contact with the with the child at one time. Okay, so you can take turns like this. Okay, otherwise both of you will have to stay with the mask 24/7, which is really difficult. Okay, so you take turns and then you take care of the baby. Arupa Banerjee has said, this is for all you guys, doctors, Facebook, and yeah, thank you Arupa. That's my Instagram. Okay, you can just write Dr. Poonam's blog, you will get that. Now next is how to promote hygiene in kids. Okay, this was one more question. How do you promote hygiene in kids? Okay, so first is explain to them in the simplest possible way what is COVID. So you can tell them COVID is one of the demon who is come down on earth, and he is trying to. Thanks Mesha, I hope I cleared your doubts. Okay, so tell the children that COVID is another one big demon who is come in the world and is fighting against everyone, and we can fight with this demon by only doing few things, that is staying indoors, washing our hands, wearing the mask for children above 8 years. Okay, so no social gatherings, and proper good healthy food, healthy drinks, drinking a lot of water, exercising daily, which is very very important. Okay, so you can explain them in that very very easy language. Then teach them how to wash hands for 20 seconds, which I showed at the start of the talk today, and avoid touching mouth, nose and eyes. Teach them the moment they are if at all they are touching, they have to wash their hands. Okay, because these are the 3 portals, the nose, mouth and eyes, from where the virus can be transmitted, so they can transmit it everywhere else. Okay, So they should not touch the nose, mouth and hands. Also teach them the respiratory hygiene. This is the best time to teach them the respiratory hygiene. What is meant by that? That when you cough, you're going to cough in your sleeve. So teach them this habit of coughing in sleeve now. Okay, why coughing in sleeve? Because if you cough in hand, this hand is going to touch everywhere else. The elbow part you don't tend to touch anywhere else. That's why you have to cough in sneeze, and it is not only for kids, even for adults. Okay, now use of then use of regular household cleaners to clean all the surfaces which are commonly touched, like the doorknobs, the switches, then the tables, the TV remotes, all the remotes. Okay, so you should practice it. So naturally the other people, other children will look at you and they will practice the see. See, in children it is monkey see, monkey do. Okay, so babies usually do what you do and they will just follow you. Okay, so that is about how to teach them the hygiene. How to keep the kids engaged? The most commonest and problematic thing that everyone asks, and I am a mother and even I face this problem, though I know how to keep them engaged. So first and foremost, now it's the new education this thing has started, the year has started, so they already have the online classes going on. So one thing is they have the online classes. Then second thing is keep them engaged in some activities like maybe drawing, coloring, then any jumping. But remember those old time games of ours, langdi and all those things. Try to do them in the house, in your balcony. Then make some new art, the DIYs. Try to engage them in the DIYs, the do it yourself stuff. Also engage them in the kitchen. This is what I encourage in many of my patients. 3 years, 4 years, you should allow the child to engage themselves in the kitchen in the non-fire work. So the work which does not involve any fire. Okay, that's like filling the water, filling the glasses, keeping the thali. So engage them in this. This is the life skill. You can see so many classes coming for the life skills. These are life skills. When you start when you start teaching the child about this, naturally they will grow into life skills. Hi, Rajesh Srivastav has asked me, ma'am, which mask is better for kids, N95 surgical or cloth? Cloth mask is the best, because whichever mask you wear, they are going to put it in the mouth. The cloth mask can be cleaned properly. Okay, and anyways they are not going to go out for too long. They'll be there outside only for small time. Now that is about thing. Then elder kids, kids which are a little bit bigger, nowadays we find 11, 12, 13-year-old kids already on social media. So that social media hygiene should be taught to them. That is what is fake, what is real news. Okay, how to make good use of social media, and be frank with them. Let them use if they are already using social media, but they should be able to tell you what they are doing on the social media. It should not be a hidden fact, then you do not know what is going on. If you start firing them, shouting them, then they will not tell you what they are doing on the social media. So keep a frank discussion among you and the child, so that the child usually tells you what he is doing on the social media or on the laptop or on the mobile, because nowadays children are much more smarter than us. They know more things to handle. Okay, then what to keep in mind? Okay, for that is about the social media that I was going to tell. So these were all the questions that I was supposed to talk to you. Anyone else has a question about the plasma donation? Yes, Pritesh Gaukar, thank you for this question. About plasma donation, see, there are many things in plasma donation. So let me tell you who can donate plasma. So people who are COVID positive, who are actually COVID positive by test, have completed their 17 days of isolation. Post that, after 1 to 2 weeks, they are going to undergo again the test for COVID-19 to see whether they are positive or negative. If they are found negative, then they are screened for all other things. Like, they have to be between the age of 18 to 60 years of age. They have to be healthy. They cannot be some problematic patient, like the heart patient or a kidney patient, a cancer patient, all those severe patients. They cannot be one of those. Okay, so as long as they are not that, and they can donate the plasma. Now plasma, around 300 to 350 ml of plasma is taken. Now when this plasma is taken, it's a very nice process. A triple line is put in, only one needle is put which has a triple line. Your blood is taken out and the machine separates the plasma. So the plasma is the yellow golden color stuff which is there in your blood, which is devoid of your RBC, WBC, platelets and all other things. So it is only the plasma, the fluid in your blood, with the antibodies which are against this corona now in a patient who is gone through corona infection. Okay, so now that plasma is taken and all other thing, that is your blood cells along with saline, is pushed pushed back into your blood, into your body. Okay, so you are not devoid of anything. It's only that the plasma is taken. Now this plasma, according to the proper blood typing, is donated to the person who requires. Now not all people who are COVID positive will require plasma. Only those patients who are serious, who are on ventilators, who are having severe sepsis will require this plasma, and it will be properly given to those people after the proper categorization of the patient and of the plasma. I think I have answered that. All welcome to see my this thing social handles, Dr. Poonam's vlog. Okay, DrPoonamsVlog is the thing on my YouTube, Instagram and my FB page. So all of you are welcome there.